Good morning, friends. I wanted to share with you the ways that I garden. And so one of the things I do is I have a little gardening book. And over here I had mapped out where I had grown different plants, and that was just to let me know what they were. And sometimes I have notes on companion planting, what kind of plants grow great with other plants, and that just kind of keeps me up to date on what I plan to do in the garden, and what I learned, and where I grew things. So it's really important to have something like that, and I can go back and look at and see what I grew where. And this is my seed box, and also, as you know, all my envelopes for the seeds that I do collect, like the lacinato seeds and anise seeds that I recently collected. Now I have a bunch more of seeds, collard greens and cauliflower that I have harvested. Now I have to actually break the pods and get the seeds into these envelopes. So that's my task coming up. And here is my seed box. So here are the different seeds that I purchased over time. My original purchase was from Johnny Seeds, and you got free shipping if you spent $200. So believe it or not, this doesn't look like much here, but there are a lot of seeds. So over here I just got lazy, but I saw a pod on the ground, and it has these seeds in them, and a lot of things that have pods, you can find the seeds in them. So this I have to properly put away, but this is what you can get, the Bauhinia chinensis. It's a tree that has pink flowers that look like orchids, and I really liked how it looked, and I actually grew it successfully, a tiny seedling, but because I didn't take care of it and I had so many things to do, it dried out and died. But if I wanted to grow more, I could. A neighbor of mine has that tree, and it releases a lot of seeds and seed pods into the ground. Anyway, so a few years ago I grew sweet peas, and it had little pods, and so I collected the seeds in this little yogurt container that's spiffy and has lids, but as you can see, all the little seeds in there. But I don't grow it now because not at this moment, because it's too hot and it will just burn. Peas and green peas don't do well in this sort of heat. It's something like that you grow in like early spring. So I tried to sort them by flowers. So I have flowers, I have vegetables and fruit and root vegetables. And to be honest, if I am ever unsure of turnips and radishes, it's because I don't eat them enough to know the difference. And also, so this is also the first few times that I'm growing these root vegetables. I've never been comfortable doing so because I don't know what's going on under the ground, but it seems pretty easy. You just let it grow until you see from the base of the plant, you follow the base of the plant and you look down by the ground and you see like a bulge, then you'll know. So for instance, let me show you. I have some carrots growing over there. Do you see the bulge? It's orange, and then it comes up to those fluffy celery looking stalks. I believe they're in the same family, celery and carrots. But so right there is the carrot head, and I could probably pull it out now. I'm gonna have my daughter do that later. because the last time she pulled a big fat one out, she was so excited she ran into the house to announce it to everyone. So let me get back to my seeds. So as you can see, I have a plethora of things. I have melons, cucumbers, peas. So I have the root vegetables of flowers. I have herbs, some exotic things to grow, which I haven't been brave enough to put in the ground. Last year I grew 3 plants of zucchini squash, and they just kept giving and giving and producing, and that was great. But my husband didn't want to make any more banana bread, so I didn't grow any, zucchini bread, so I didn't grow them this year. Let's see. And I have a lot of volunteer squashes this year, so I think we're good. And I have a lot of herbs and spices that I really, really love. Let's see. And more flowers and sunflowers. Guys, I had an obsession with sunflowers. And brassicas. And lettuces. Oh, that Arctic King is awesome. It is a great, leafy, soft, tender variety. Sweet. It looks beautiful too, and it's good to make wraps with them. So it's really awesome. And I brought this out because I'm gonna plant those cone flowers. I haven't done it. It's just there's just a lot to do in the yard. Every day I feed the animals, and then from there I have to water the plants, and I'll do a little weeding here and there. I'll deadhead a lot of plants. I'll collect any seeds if I see any, and just pulling the seed heads off the plants doesn't mean the work is done, because I still have to get the seeds, and as well as producing videos and putting them online and everything. So it's quite a bit of work, as well as I have my normal day job as well, so, and childbearing and etc. So I am going to get back to work now. I have a ton of things to do. Thank you for joining me this morning, and tell me if you keep a notebook, a gardening book, or how you store your seeds, because I would love to hear that, and especially of the notebooks, like what do you write in them, any tips you may have. And in my seed box, I store it in a fairly cool, dry place, so that way they could be protected. I mean, it is scary because some of these seeds are just in little paper pouches, and they could easily get wet. I almost left them out one time and they almost got wet, but I'm very careful with them. As soon as I'm done with them, I'll wrap it up and bring them indoors. Have a great morning. Thank you. Bye.